Salut à tous, comment ça va? Ça va très bien? Très bien. Today we're going to talk about exercice sur le passé composé, okay? We're going to learn about le passé composé. Of course, if you haven't watched the video about passé composé, please, I want you to go back there, okay? Guys, I got so many questions about how to form le participe passé of verbs, okay? So this is a summary that exactly describes what we call the participe passé, okay? The past participle. Alright, as we said in that video, that all the verb that finishes by er, okay, we just remove the r and we add the accent at e, okay? And of course, we have the verb that finishes by er, as you can see. And in the same times, we also have the irregular verbs. Now, the irregular verbs, you have just to, to acquire that this way, you have to understand, you have to, I would not say memorize, but you have to, to get used with that, it's exactly that. The verb irrégulier, okay, for example, avoir eu, we have être, été, faire, fait, devoir, dû, okay, devoir is like to must, naître, the verb to be, birth, born, to be born. Okay, so those are the participe passé used to form le passé composé. Okay, so you can take, a print of this one, so you can train that to know exactly how we can do that. Okay, so of course you have to train it more. The more exposed you will be in the language, the more it's gonna make sense to you. Okay, guys? So now we are going to go doing some exercise to fix it out. All right, guys? Very simple. Merci beaucoup, mesdames et messieurs. Allons-y. Hello, guys. How are you? Comment ça va? Ça va très bien? Je suis Vito, professeur de français. Guys, are you okay? Amazing. Today we're gonna do the exercise about les passés composés, okay? As you can see. So if you haven't watched about les passés composés, I want you to go there first before starting with this one, because this one, I assume you've already known how to conjugate the passé composé. And this one, we are just going to train how to do that, okay? With these kind of exercises, all right? It's gonna be very simple as we move on. The first phrase we have, elle, how is it gonna be? Elle a mangé un gâteau, okay? Elle a mangé un gâteau. She ate a cake, all right? Now, number two, we have nous. Remember, the verb that is conjugated with the participe passé of le verbe être, okay? Sommes. So, nous sommes partis en vacances. Of course, we have the S there because nous, it is plural, okay? As we say that the past participle agrees with the subject once the verb is conjugated with the auxiliary of le verbe être, okay? Alors, nous sommes partis. Donc, nous utilisons l'auxiliaire être, raison pour laquelle nous avons ajouté S. Alors, le numéro 3. Le numéro 3, nous avons, est-ce que vous êtes allé au restaurant? The same things, okay? Vous, it is a plural, okay? So that's why we have added S at the end, okay, guys? Very simple. Now, and we also have for Michel finit son dessert. Michel a fini son dessert, okay? Very good. Michel finished his dessert. Number 5, we have est-ce que tu t'es douché? Remember we say the pronominal verb, the verb pronominal, okay, always has the auxiliary of le verbe être. Have you forgotten? So go back there, all right? So we have talked about all these details. So let's continue as we move down, okay? So very simple as we have just studied. Now, we're going to complete this one now here, okay? Complete the sentences with the correct one. So for this one, it's going to be ils ont écrit, okay? Ils ont écrit, all right? They have written a book, okay? They wrote a book, if we have to say so. Number 2, we have Juliette regarde un film. Juliette a regardé un film, okay? Juliette watched a film. Okay, now we're gonna go now with number 3. est-ce que Pierre a fini à 16 heures? All right. Did Peter finish at 4 p.m.? Okay, so we can see that we are using the auxiliary of the verb avoir. Number 4, j'ai, okay, how it's gonna be? Very good. J'ai fermé la fenêtre. Okay, j'ai fermé la fenêtre. I closed the window. All right, very simple, guys, very simple. And then the fifth one, François, remember, it's still the verb pronominal verbs, okay? So we're going to use the auxiliary of the verb être. François s'est levé à 8 heures. François got up at 8 o'clock. Okay, very good. We have the last part now. The last part, complete the sentences with the correct forms of the passé composé. Don't forget about exceptions such as irregular verbs and participle agreements. Okay, guys? So remember, we have already watched about les passés composés, I mean the past participle, les participes passés. Number 1, est-ce que tu as lu ces livres? Very good, okay? So lire, the past participle is lu. Okay, guys? Very simple. Now, est-ce que vous avez reçu un paquet? Did you receive the package? Okay, did you guys receive the package? All right, vous avez reçu un paquet? Okay, guys, very simple. You can see that it's very simple, just as we have learned since the beginning. Number 3, pronominal verbs, ils se sont perdus dans la forêt. You can see now we have the S there. Why? Because the S is just because of the plural. Ils, okay, they, masculine. So that's why we added S, because it's plural. And of course, since it's masculine, we say that the masculine, we don't add anything. If it was feminine, then we wanted to add I at the end. Okay? Very simple. So, ils se sont perdus dans la forêt. Okay, guys? Very good. Now, with number 4, est-ce que elle a pris le téléphone? Est-ce qu'elle a pris le téléphone? Okay, guys, you can see here, very simple. We just added normally. Now, number 5, look, Leah and Sarah sont partis. Now you can see, okay, we've added E and S because Leah and Sarah, they are both feminine, they are plural, okay, feminine plural. So we added E because if it's feminine, and we added S because it's plural. But we don't pronounce the E and S, okay? Leah et Sarah sont partis hier. Leah and Sarah went out yesterday. Okay? Very simple, guys, very simple. You just have to train it more. The more you train, the more it's gonna make sense to you guys. Okay? Very simple. Do you have any questions? Do not hesitate to ask on the comment section. Alright? I'm gonna respond to you as quick as possible, as soon as possible. Okay, guys? Merci beaucoup.